All right, here we go. Hey everyone, welcome to Shenmue Part 2. This is Shenmue gameplay Part 2 of Shenmue 1, the
That's
HD
right.
remastered version. On today's episode, I have a guest, a special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Personal Magnus, and I've got a YouTube channel dedicated to nostalgic video games known as Personal Magnus. So you could look that up, and I talk a lot about Shenmue. I also have got a Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Personal Magnus, where I've been playing Shenmue 1, Shenmue 2, and we're up to Shenmue 3. The whole story and giving some inside information on the Shenmue game so that we can connect all three stories together and experience that live Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every week. Check it out.
Awesome. And now that I've introduced, or actually that you've introduced yourself, I'm going to turn on a bit of footage of you. There you go. As you can see, everyone, Magnus here is having a nice little red wine. What kind of wine are you drinking?
I am drinking $5 wine, but
Well, you didn't have to
tell
mention the
kids not
price.
to partake in such events. I was also wanted to play some music as well, the Shenmue music on my keyboard while we played, but according to Ed Manuel, apparently the audio's not great, so I can't do that. I'm really disappointed. So this is like anger wine.
Oh,
Like,
well, that's quite unfortunate, but it's fine. It's fine. You can still play it. We'll make out what you're playing in the background, but
I'll give it one shot and then stop right there before I annoy people.
So on this episode of Shenmue, we're picking up where we left off, where we are essentially searching for some sailors. Yes.
Some sailors.
So let's open up the notebook real quick. Let's see what we got to do. So we need to wait until nighttime so that way we can visit the MJQ Jazz Bar and also the Heartspeeds Bar. So, Magnus, you are very familiar with Shenmue, right?
I played it once or twice.
Played it once or twice, just a few times.
Buy a capsule toy.
We will. All right. So, are you any good at the billiards portion of it when you have to go into the bar?
In the billiards portion of Shenmue, I'm actually unbelievably bad. I don't think I am good at all in that particular portion. And every time I played, I mean, I would play like over and over and over again just to get any progress. So, no, I got to be honest. No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
I think out of all the times I've played this game, I probably only successfully hit the is it the 9 ball? We're supposed to get into the corner pocket. I've only done it maybe 3 times. That's it. Every other time I fail, and I don't know why. It's just, I guess, the angle, or it's pretty difficult to line it up when you're not actually there looking at it in person.
It's the physics. It's definitely the physics of it, and it's the engagement that the physics engine has you partake in. Now, here you are with a soda. Now, what's with the shadow on the soda? That looks a little bit misplaced. Is that a glitch?
It is. It's an HD thing.
Ah, good.
So I wanted to remind you guys, there's a lot of things, so for anyone who hasn't played this game, like the original version of this game, and you're looking at the HD portion and wondering if it's exactly the same, there are a few little things here and there that are different from the actual, like the original version of the game that came out on Dreamcast. For instance, you'll notice a lot of the audio things are different. Like you'll notice that some of the audio that you hear is higher quality than all the other audio, or the other audio sounds like compressed. There's a reason for that. I don't exactly know the full reason for that because I'm not a part of the development team, but essentially they had to take files from the right. You remember, like they have to take the files from the actual Dreamcast version of the game because they didn't have the original assets to the game, but they did have some of the audio files in WAV form, like the actual raw form of the audio. So that's why it kind of differs as you're hearing dialogue. Some of it's higher quality, some of it is more compressed. Other than that, like the sky itself, I think I mentioned in the first episode when I did this, the sky itself, if you notice, kind of seems a little weird how it moves, how it just kind of pans. Oh my god, sorry, biker guy, you're always riding through here. Well, how it kind of pans as you turn your head like this. That is because in most games, not all games, but in most games, they use a feature called Skybox, where essentially if you picture yourself inside of like a box and you're looking up at the walls, that's how they paint the sky on the walls itself. But in this, it looks like they're not using that. They're actually just using what seems to be like one large image, and as you turn your head, it just kind of tells it what portion of the image to point the camera at. I'm not sure why they did that, but I guess it's probably because they had some sort of difficulty porting it over.
Can I theorize on why they did that?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
The original game, the sky itself was very low res. It was very pixelated from the format that they had originally. Now, in the new HD version, obviously they upgraded the resolution of the clouds so that the clouds are not so pixelated. And I think when they did that, it caused the motion of the clouds to be adjusted ever so slightly to be where it's not, they don't exactly act the same way one for one because of that resolution increase. And by resolution increase, I mean possibly they might have just replaced the assets of the sky with higher res clouds.
Possibly.
That's my theory.
Possibly, yeah. I could only imagine.
You're getting
I could only imagine how difficult it was to try to port this over from something that was designed for a system that came out many years ago.
Oh, you got a capsule toy. Can I have one?
Oh, sorry, man. That one's for me.
No, just give me a capsule toy.
I got to add it to the collection. You can buy it off of me on eBay in the future.
All right, I'll just grab it from you right now. Reaching for it. Thank you.
No way. What is that?
For the capsule toy. I will appreciate this.
It would have been more exciting if it actually stayed in focus, but it wasn't.
I know. It was like blurry. I'm like trying to hide my face. But
There
here's
we go. What is that you're holding up?
Hang on. He's in the plastic. But here is a capsule toy of Chai.
Chai. Can you do his voice? He's got a very iconic voice.
Hang on.
Nandi-sama will be pleased.
Nandi-sama will be pleased.
All right, so viewers, we need to wait, unfortunately, until nighttime in order for us to go to the bars so we can continue the story. But let's walk around real quick and see if we can talk to some people and get a little bit more information before we do that.
A little bit more information. Why don't we talk about the exciting... Now, first of all, before I put this away, I wanted to attempt to play this music and see how it sounds before I put it away because it doesn't work. Because of my audio. But it'll be bad, but here we go. I swear that was Shenmue, but probably sounded like crap.
The funny thing is that you couldn't see my face, but I was squinting so hard, hoping that the audio would actually get picked up. But you know what it is? It's Discord. It's not picking up the audio all that well. I'm pretty sure it sounded really nice.
I swear it did. I've done it on my channel before, and I played all these hits while I was in the MJQ bar, actually. one of my episodes where I'm actually sitting in the MJQ bar trying to entertain everybody there, I took out my keyboard and I started playing for everyone, and I played all the Shenmue hits.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded good in person. So I think what you could do, I mean, I'm not asking you to do it now, but in the future, you could probably put the keyboard a little bit closer to your microphone, and it'll pick it up better.
Probably, but my microphone's directed towards me rather than towards the keyboard, so that's totally fine. It's one of those dynamic microphones that's just meant to get the crispest of audio, though it's not set up like yours, because even though everyone in the stream doesn't see Ed Manuel, I can see him since I'm watching the stream live through Discord, and he is a hilarious looking person. Like, he's got the weirdest face you've ever seen. His microphone covers the entire angle, my microphone, you can't see it. His microphone is practically covering his face up to his nose. That's how much he's covered.
What am I?
And
a clown? I got makeup?
A bunch of cartoons and kids' drawings. And I'm not talking about cool-looking anime or like 80s cartoons or 90s cartoons. I'm talking about little kid drawings. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
What?
The only thing wrong with that is he's the little kid who was drawing them. So it looks incredibly entertaining, and I'm so upset that he hasn't showed it to you guys. Just say it.
Yeah, I'm actually 7 years old.
7 years old.
I was wondering where you were going to go with all that, but yeah.
But one thing I did want to mention too is that, especially if you're a Shenmue fan, I don't know if you saw this, Ed Manuel, but what I saw was there was a recent video by a YouTuber, Matt Muscles, and he does what happened videos, and he talks about basically why games failed or why games didn't work out the way they should have or things like that, even for old movies too. One of his most recent episodes, actually his most recent episode, was on Shenmue 3. And he invited somebody who did, forget his name, but the person that he invited did that video on Shenmue that was called I Wasted My Life on Shenmue 3. And I took it, not personally, but I took it, like, a lot of what they say was accurate and true, but a lot of it was really opinion-based, where I basically felt compelled to make another Shenmue 3 video responding to Matt Muscles' video, because it's really a one-sided perspective on Shenmue 3. And I'm going to give you a little teaser right now on this stream while he screws his little mic together in this angle. But one of the big points that they brought up was the fighting engine in Shenmue 3. Now in Shenmue 1 and 2, the fighting engine was based off of Virtual Fighter, and it was very complex, very detailed, and move intricate. And it seems that they loved, or the speaker in the video loved, the older, very intricate, very specific fighting engine of Shenmue 1 and 2. But in Shenmue 3, it was completely redone. So he was complaining on why it was redone, like why did they do that? And the fact that it was meant to be more like you could just hit a bunch of buttons and actually be fine with it. I am completely against that opinion. Like, it's selling it as a negative is, in my opinion, again, this is my opinion, completely disrespectful to the situation that EaseNet was overcoming when developing Shenmue 3. First of all, they had the Shenmue license, but they did not have the Virtual Fighter assets to use Virtual Fighter for Shenmue 3, nor were they permitted to use Virtual Fighter assets for Shenmue 3. So that was off the table. Yu Suzuki couldn't use that, and they were mad about it. Second of all, it's not like Virtual Fighter was designed for multiple opponents. It was designed for one-on-one fighting, and when using that engine in Shenmue, not that fighting was bad, but it was not perfect. For example, I can tell you countless times in Shenmue 2 where I'm fighting enemies, and the camera keeps spinning in weird angles, and you can't really see who you're fighting.
Yeah, or you get kicked right in the back
Like,
of your
that
head.
happens a lot in that game. Second of all, you'll be fighting one opponent, but you want to turn around quickly, but it's hard to turn around in Shenmue, and they could just hit you from all different directions and basically beat you to a pulp. You had to be really good at trying to dodge and move in a fighting engine that was not designed for multiple opponents. Whereas in Shenmue 3, they designed it to work with multiple opponents. They designed the camera so that it follows you a lot better and you're never overwhelmed with what's going on and you don't know what's going on. They track you a lot better. Sure, you sacrifice throw moves, and the complexity of the fighting does not seem as intricate as Shenmue 1 and 2, but it actually is pretty intricate for a Kickstarter game. And in the video, yes, I'm going off in a tangent, but again, we got plenty of time to kill before the bars open up. Except my bar, it's open. In the video, they showed. I'll take out my controller.
Asmo in the comments says that in this game you can essentially beat everyone with one move.
In which game?
In Shenmue 1.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder which movie he's talking about. Maybe Elbow Assault?
Elbow Assault, probably. I would almost bet that that's Elbow Assault.
Yeah.
And welcome, Asmo, to the stream. So, in the video, they showed him holding a controller and then hitting a button, and then it would take a split second before the actual character moves. And that, in my opinion, was completely irresponsible to show because it means a lot more than just hitting one button and then showing that it moves. It's responsive for what it is. So, it being responsive for what it is, meaning when you're playing, you almost get used to that lag time and it feels natural. To where you hit a button and it really makes your move count. So anticipation and reversals matter a lot more in that game. Cyclone Kick? Asmo said it was Cyclone Kick. I did not think that would actually be.
Oh yeah, Cyclone Kick is a good one.
Yeah, the Cyclone Kick actually works, but Cyclone Kick doesn't always work.
I don't think I got access to Cyclone Kick just yet. That's the one you learned from. Actually, no, not from Guizan, right? You don't learn that one. You learned Swallow Kick from him.
He says Chai in the arcade dodges it. Is the only one who dodges it.
Oh, he's a feisty one.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's almost nighttime, and you know what that means. It's time to hit the bars.
うちのお店にはあまり来ないけど、バーとかならよく来るんじゃないかしら。
そうか。仕事の邪魔して悪かったな。
いいのよ、そんなこと。それより葉月くん。あまり無茶しないでね。
ああ、わかってる。じゃあな。
You know, it's funny. I try to think what a remake of this, like a complete remake, not a remaster, but what a complete remake of this game would look like. And
they're designing that on the Unreal 4 engine. You know that, right?
Are they?
Yeah, in the Unreal 4 engine, you have modders that are actually going to, they're doing two versions of Shenmue 1 and 2. They're doing a remaster with the Unreal 4 engine, so it plays relatively the same. Then they're doing a remake of Shenmue 1 and 2, where it's the whole Yokosuka and the Ueda and all the other different sections of Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2 with Wanzai and all of Hong Kong. It'll be connected, so there's no loading screens in between. It just goes from one to the other to the other. So all the areas are actually going to be all together.
Oh, but that's modders. I mean, like, if it were actually done by a development team with a really nice budget, and I try to think of like the Yakuza games, right? How that looks, but not the areas of like the main like Tokyo type of area. Not Tokyo, but where does that game take place? Like the main city area. Not that area, but more of a residential area, like those towns that they actually have. I believe in Yakuza 6. Yakuza 6, they had a residential area. So if you think about how that looks there and try to like put it in this game, like in Shenmue 1, with like Ryo modernized to look like how it would look with new graphics and stuff like that, what else would they introduce into the actual game to make it feel more lively? Like they take everything that's in this game but add a bit more to it. What else would they introduce to it, you know?
Right. Like to make it a little bit more different and unique, but tell the same story relatively.
Oh yeah, you know what time it is?
'Showtime!
It's time to play a bit of Space Harrier. Get ready. Let's just play
I'm
a little game.
Hazuki in the place to be. I'm in the arcade and Chiki's with me. Those bad punks don't want it with me, cause I will prat these aliens till I'm free.
Were you any good? Were you any good at Space Harrier?
Welcome to the family.
I can honestly tell you, no. Space Harrier is a game that I actually had it for Sega Master System for a while, and I was absolutely horrible on it. I could get to like the second level, and on the arcade version that you're playing right now,
Tripped over the bush.
I cannot get past the first level, because if you notice, the stick, you have to shove the stick in each direction, because if you don't, then you just go right to the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
Which means that you're just constantly stuck there, and it's just a weird feeling to be in the position where you want it to be. But that's how the arcade version played, so that's not uncommon. That's actually pretty common for that gameplay. But I was just, I mean, this was too hard. But Ryo Hazuki, I mean, when this game came out, it was like the mid '80s, and Ryo Hazuki was a developer that really felt that 3D gameplay was where it was at, or immersive gameplay where you had sprite scaling that showed sprites get bigger and smaller, was a lot more immersive. And this game, Space Harrier, was one of the games that I wanted for Sega Master System the most out of any other game, because the fact that your character could run and could fly. And for some reason, back in the 80s, having a character that can fly and can walk on the ground was like, that's all, that was it for me.
I think out of all the games, out of all the mini games that are in this game, the worst that I'm at is Hang On. I'm terrible at that game. Wait, is it in this game? No, it's not in this one. Hang On's not in this one, is it?
What was that?
Hang On is not in this game, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's right next to this one.
It's on the other side of this arcade.
Yeah, I completely forgot. It's been a while. Alright, it's almost nighttime, right? No, 6 p.m. Shit, that's what I get for not looking at the screen.
Oh, you still have to wait till like 7 or 8 p.m.
to 7, yeah. Hey, I was looking at the clock on the right side of the screen, and...
Can you, after this, can you play QTE title?
Oh, no. Well, for what? So you can see me lose?
Yeah, I want to see how good you are in QTE title.
See, the issue is, right now I'm playing on a PlayStation controller, and all the button prompts are going to be for PlayStation, and it'll confuse me, because I'm not used to PlayStation all that.
Even better, but you don't have to worry, because look at the bottom 3 buttons like a U, and the 3 targets that come up are coincide with the bottom 3 buttons. So like, say this was a PlayStation controller, the bottom 3 will coincide with the 3 that you're looking at in QTE title. So you don't need to remember the buttons. You just, when it comes up, you'll know which of the 3 these lower 3 you'll need to hit.
You know,
no.
You know what I'm gonna
do? Right.
I'm gonna do darts instead.
Come on, man. You know why Ed Manuel does not want to do QTE title?
What's that?
And I'm gonna fill you guys in on a little secret. The 3 of you watching now, and anyone who watches this video after the live stream is posted. I currently own the highest world record score on YouTube for highest
Yatta.
score in QTE title. And it's confirmed. If you search for record-breaking QTE title, that's me. That's who owns that title. On the Dreamcast, I got over 860,000 points on QTE title. On the PC, I got over 1,000,000 points. Both are recorded on my channel.
Man.
Both. So on video, on YouTube, I am the record holder. There is one person who got higher than me, and he showed me on Twitter that he got higher than me, and he definitely did. But none on YouTube. So I can tell you that I'm still the world record holder on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Are you the world record holder at darts? I think not. I mean, I'm not going to do not doing all that well. I'm just kind of tossing it randomly.
Yes.
Actually, there's a website called Record Setter that I submitted my record to it, and they never uploaded my video.
Well,
even though I had all the evidence, because I don't think it's hosted.
I hit 20, right? Oh,
Highest
good.
score
Right,
in
right.
QTE title. Dreamcast. Record broken.
That's terrible.
Secret. Yeah. They haven't. I submit mine. I challenged mine. And I don't think anyone keeps track of QTE title.
I got
The
one.
girl, K's, she hit a record of 751,000. I broke hers record by over 100,000 more than what she got. And they haven't updated it. They didn't even get back to me, which tells me that this website is not updated anymore, which is fine.
All right, it's almost nighttime. Let's just quickly end this.
It's not almost nighttime. It's 7 p.m.
7
Bars
p.m.
won't open until 8. You could do one QTE title.
No, we'll do that
Do
later
one.
on. We got storyline to get through. 2 points.
And Asmo, answering your question about what's the biggest fish caught in Shenmue 3, I'm about to let you in on
Shenmue
something.
2.
I have never even gone fishing in Shenmue 3 to this day. I just refused. I'm like, I'm not interested in doing fishing. But I will be, and then I'll probably love it like crazy. But I've been playing on my channel, and I still have yet to go fishing. What about you, Edmanoir? Have you gone fishing in Shenmue 3?
No, not yet. Not yet. One day I will. So I'll be honest with you guys. I've only played maybe 2 hours of Shenmue 3, and I own it on 3 different platforms.
How could you?
Yes. I've been waiting.
I shouldn't even be on this live stream right now. You're not a Shenmue fan if you haven't finished Shenmue 3? I am a Shenmue fan with my Shenmue Collector's Book.
It's a nice book.
3 is an amazing game.
It's a nice book. I can't wait to take it from you.
I just have everything Shenmue just like within arm's reach. I could be like, Shenmue!
Convenient.
I guess that's why he invited me on this live stream.
Oh, yeah. You are the props master.
The props master. Okay, we're going to bars. I finished my drink. Maybe I need to fill it up again in one of these bars.
Oh, whoops. My bad. Yeah, Koska bar, Jazz bar.
MJQ bar. Oh, you're going to play some pool?
Heck yeah, I am. I'm going to get schooled.
すいません
No, I always talk to her by mistake.
悪いけど一人にしてくれないかな
She needs some alone time. Leave her alone.
She's a businesswoman. She's been busy all day. All right, sir. I need to talk to you.
おうまたな
Oh, okay. Didn't talk to me. That's nice. All right. Well, how about these guys?
Talk to these guys. We're looking for some
know.
sailors.
Sorry, boy. Mitachi isogashi. Check the other place.
Asmo said his highest score in QTE title was 120,000. That's still not bad at all.
Sorry, boy. You.
Did I already talk to these guys already?
Don't talk to us.
Wow, these guys are
You might have. Why don't you go down to the real bar where their sailors are at?
the real bars. Milk's perfect for
You
a
know where it is,
schoolboy.
right?
Huh?
You know where it is, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
go to that
Yokosuka
bar. Screw all these other
Hold on, I gotta
bars.
talk to.
You didn't go to Yokosuka bar. You got too many friends in there.
I don't remember if I did this already. If I talked to these people, it
西条さん
appears that I
You might
did.
この辺り
That's that milk
で
scene.
船員が集まるところ知ってます？
船員って言ってもただの船員じゃなさそうだな。
え
MJQ かハートビーツに行ってみな。
Hot beats.
え、そこにいるんですか？
気をつけな。やばい連中と繋がってるやつもいる。
腕に入れ墨をしているやつは？
そんなやつもいるだろうな。
わかりました。
I could have sworn in the HD
あら、りょう
remaster.
ちゃん。
明美さん、
I could have sworn in the HD remaster that they added the feature to be able to fast forward time, but apparently not.
No. I can tell you that probably would have been a blessing, but it didn't happen.
All right, so let's go to Hot Beats. Is this one Hot Beats? Hot Beats.
Heartbeats.
do けよ。
What? Go home!
Nice move.
Oy! I mixed up the buttons. Thought I forgot for a second there that I'm not
You
playing that.
still wailed them with such a hard punch.
Yeah, it's the X button essentially that always gets me because I'm so used to the Xbox controller.
I'm so used to the PlayStation control, so the X button on an Xbox game messes me up. Have a glass of milk, boy.
いらっしゃい。スクールボーイにはミルクがお似合いだぜ。
あいつらは船員か？
さあな。
中国に出入りしてる船員を探してるんだ。
坊主、刑事ドラマの真似ならよそでやんな。
俺に構うな。
ガキのくせに生意気な。痛え目見てえのか？ほら！ You fresh?
I did it again.
その辺にしときな。
I think next
I
time.
need to knock over the glasses on his table.
Yeah.
俺は中国の組織について知りたいだけだ。
教えてやる。
え？
その代わり二度と顔を出すな。
わかった。
チャーリーって男を探せ。
チャーリー？
奴は密輸ブローカーで裏の世界に顔が利く。その中国の組織ってやつも知っているはずだ。
どこにいる？
奴の愛車はアメリカンバイクだ。その辺のバイクショップを当たってみな。
チャーリーの格好は？
奴はいつもグラサンに黒い革ジャンだ。それと腕に入れ墨を入れてたな。
腕に入れ墨。
話は終わりだ。消えな。
It's funny, like if you, I don't know if you can actually hear the audio, right? Because you can't hear it through Discord, but the audio, at least in the Japanese voices, like for the HD remaster, is all over the place. So you're hearing compressed audio, and then all of a sudden you hear audio that's uncompressed that almost sounds like it was ADR'd afterwards, like it's some other person who said it entirely, like different from the original recording. Let's talk to this guy while he's still here.
チャーリーって男を知りませんか？
チャーリー？
知ってるんですか？
ファッションだけでバイクに乗ってる嫌な野郎さ。本当のバイク乗りじゃねえよ。
どこに住んでるかわかりますか？
さあな、たまに来るだけだし。そうだ、 鶴岡んとこに行ってみな。
鶴岡さんってスカジャン屋の？
やつんとこにたまに顔を出すって言ってたぜ。
わかりました。
We gotta find Charlie now. So, let's find out what we got so far. Ask at the jacket shop. Oh, we gotta do that quick because the jacket shop is closing. So this is the one thing that bumps me out about this game is that they make you go to the bar at nighttime. And then, okay, now we gotta find Charlie. But the people we gotta ask are now heading home. So we have to go home, wait until, let's see, no, not this guy. He's not gonna say anything. The jacket shop, yeah, it's already closed. That was the jacket shop there. And now this guy's heading home. Let's see if Tom says anything.
Tom.
I always wondered what
yo.
Tom's girlfriend does. Because she's not there at all throughout the entire day, but then she shows up in the middle of the night.
チャー
So
リーって男を探してるんだ。
obviously has some sort of a
Charlie?
job or does something
浦
throughout the
さん
day.
に黒い革ジャンで腕に入れ墨のある男だ。
She's just supportive.
No, 知らないね。
そうか。
Alright, well, everyone is on the way home. Maybe this guy says something.
あう。
Nope, nothing. Alright. So, we have to find somebody by the name of Charlie. He happens to ride a hog, a motorcycle, and has a tattoo on his arm. But everyone went home and there's no one to question, so we're going to head home. And
Okay, the one thing that they did add in the HD re-release is the fact that you can save from anywhere. But in the original Dreamcast version, you can only save from his bedroom,
yep.
which was very inconvenient.
Oh, yes, it was.
Because you had to run home each time.
You better make sure that you don't have a power outage or have any sort of issues where... What just happened? What just happened? My controller just turned off?
What are you doing now?
Oh, wait a second. Oh, that was weird. I don't know. Controller just stopped working for a second. It's just like, okay, I thought it was going into a cutscene. I was like, that's weird. I don't remember there being a cutscene there.
Yeah, no. But I want to give you a little bit of tidbit of information that I noticed. Notice how everybody in Yamanose and everybody in the other areas, Sakuragaoka, for example, they all live in their houses or apartments, right?
Uh-huh.
But if you look at Ryo, where does Ryo live?
He lives in the dojo. Okay, can I not interact with this? What's going on here?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to interact with the cat. Look at that.
It's right now. It's keyboard second.
Yeah, I
Keyboard.
know. It says press R, and I'm pressing R, and nothing happens. And on the controller, watch, I press the interact button, nothing. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I can't interact with you, cat. I'm gonna leave you alone.
Okay, so if you notice, Ryo lives separate from all other homes. He lives in his own area above Yamanose in a gated private area. So what does that tell you about Ryo? Probably bananas rich. The richest guy in Yokosuka. That much is true.
Is he?
But who else's home is separate from everyone else's property? Do you know any other character who has a setup like that?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
No.
Shenmue. When you play Shenmue 3, Shenmue's home is at the top of a hill separate from everyone else in Guilin, in Bailu village, basically. So the way that they live is very similar. In a top house, separate from everyone else. And why? That is because they, well, first of all, Shenhua's house was built near the caves where the Phantom River stone that made the dragon and phoenix mirrors is. And the reason that house was there is so that they can protect the cave.
Oh.
So Ryo's house being the richest house in the neighborhood because his dad was filled with money. It was coming out of his eyes. Ryo's home must have been set at the top of Yokosuka to protect something. And what was it there to protect? The dragon and phoenix mirror.
You also okay. So this is Shenmue 1. For anyone who's wondering what in the heck this guy's talking about, you are talking about events that happened in Shenmue 3, right?
Yeah.
And if people watching this just so happen to have never played Shenmue and they're seeing Shenmue for the very first time, would they possibly be confused?
Not with what I'm saying. The fact that this house is on the top of a hill and the dragon mirror was stolen from Ryo Hazuki. The purpose of what I'm saying is just to basically talk about the fact that this house is on the top of a hill specifically for the reason of protecting the dragon and phoenix mirror.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're seeing is a flashback to young Ryo with his father.
お前がまだ眠ってる時間から農家の人は働いている。人参の収穫も一本一本丹念にな。それをお前は粗末にできるのか？ん？
僕食べるよ。
Well, I don't think Iwao was rich. I'm not trying to break down what you're trying to say here. I don't think he was rich, but he did run a dojo, and the dojo did take in money.
How did he get
students
to run the dojo?
Perhaps it was a dojo that was run by someone else. Dojos don't just get created for no reason. Someone has to start a dojo and run it and then eventually pass that on to someone else. So Iwao eventually passed away, and it would have passed on to Ryo, who would have ran the dojo and ran the school. And eventually someone else would have started running it, right? Ine-san, right? Ine-san is not necessarily, well, I don't know if she's related to Ryo, but she is like a housemaid, not a housemaid, but not a servant in a sense, but she lives in the house and she takes care of the house itself, even though some people might confuse her for Ryo's mom, even though she's not. And I completely forgot the point I was trying to make. Anyway, let's go searching for Charlie.
Well, here's my point. When it comes to the fact that he has a lot of money. Iwao had a lot of money. He's got the biggest house.
Yeah.
And I'll let this scene go.
毎度
どうしたんだ？
喉乾いてジュース欲しいけど僕小さいお金ないです。
おごるよ。誰がいい？
あなた優しい。僕嬉しい。僕飲むです。あなたのおすすめ。
おすすめか。そうだな。
What soda should I pick? What do you think?
Grape soda.
Grape?
Yes.
Get that purple drink?
Purple stuff.
ほら。
おすすめありがとう。僕もらうです。
店忙しいのかい？
ああ、少し。あなた店また来るです。親父さんおすすめ食べにでも。
ああ、当時さんたちによろしく伝えてくれ。
僕わかった。親父さんたち伝えるです。じゃあ僕行く。用事あるです。
ああ、じゃあな。
はい、毎度。
It reminds me of in Yakuza 6, Yakuza 6. There's a submission that you have to, sub-quest that you have to do to get something for somebody who's really hungry, and the person is standing there, is just like, oh, I'm so hungry. I want this like this type of food or whatever, but he's standing like right next to a vending machine. And it's like, oh, can you help me get this food? It's like, sure. And then you ask him, oh, what is it that you would like? And he gets up, like he goes from like, oh, I'm really starving and hungry. And then the moment you say, yeah, sure, I'll get it for you. Then he stands up, he perks up, and he goes like, oh, can I get? And he says like a very specific thing. He's like, I want that. Thank you so much. And it's just like, you're looking at him, it's just like, you were standing right next to a vending. You could have just get it yourself. He's like, I got to go out of my way and get it for you.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like I'm looking at that cutscene, like with that guy, and if you gave him the wrong thing that he didn't like, and he just looks at it, and it's just like, oh, the grape soda, thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna drink this slowly here, in front of you. Wonderful, thank you so much for this grape soda, and not the Coke that I really wanted.
You just passed the jacket shop.
Yeah, I know. All right, here we go.
よー
Let's find out about
チャー
Charlie.
リーって男を探してるんですが。
チャーリーどんなやつだ
いつも黒の革ジャンにサングラスで腕に入れ墨があるんです。
あ
知ってますか？
うちのスカジャンに難癖つけたやつがいるのよ。これ見よがしに入れ墨ちらつかせてさ。
そうですか。その入れ墨の男はいつ？
ああ来たのは 4,5 日前だ。柄の悪いやつで腕の入れ墨ちらつかせて、ありゃあろくなやつじゃねえな。
その男の居場所とかは？
いやこれが知らねえんだ。悔しいことに。
そうですか。
Well, that was useless.
Useless. Go to the military dude. The guy with that guy.
栗田さん。
ようあんたか。
Dorita-san.
チャーリーって男を知りませんか？
えチャーリー
黒の革ジャンにサングラスで腕に入れ墨があるんです。
たまに店の前うろついてるやつだ。買う気もねえくせに売り物に文句垂れていきやがれ。
チャーリーはいつここに？
大抵スカジャン屋覗いた後でうちにフラフラ寄ってくるんだ。そういうやつはくぶくりん冷やかしなんだよね。
そうですか。
These people just don't give me any information. So he said he goes through there after he comes from the jacket shop. So let's see if he's heading in this direction.
Turn around.
What?
Go
Whatever.
straight. You see this shop right here? Go there.
糸井のおじさん。
よういらっし
Ito-san.
ゃい。
チャーリーって男を知りませんか？
チャーリーチャーリー。ああ、近頃の若い人は自転車のことをそんな風に。
いえ、自転車のことではなくて入れ墨をした男なんです。
さあ、知らんね。
そうですか。
Yeah, see?
Alright, he
So,
had no idea. Go
every
back to the
jacket shop.
and ask him one more time.
すいません。
ん
腕に入れ墨をした男は？
うちへ来たのは 4,5 日前の7時頃だったぜ。酒場が開くまでの暇つぶしさ。いい迷惑だぜまったく。
そうですか。
So now around 7.
Don't tell me we gotta wait until 7 o'clock. And then this game. Right
No, now
right-
you can time to play QTE title.
Fine, alright. I mean, right now would have been really convenient to be able to fast forward time.
Yes.
I really wish we were playing Shenmue 2 right about now. Look, some bikers. Hey guys, you guys happen to know Charlie? Nope, not the poster. I didn't want
Face hair.
not the poster. I wanted to target the guy on the bottom. Here we go, this guy.
なんだガキめ。聞きたいことが。
You
うるせえんだ
me?
よ。
この野郎、生意気な面しやがって。文句あんのか？え？
I wish I could just start a fight with somebody.
話す気はねえぜ。話しかけんじゃね
You know, when I first played this game, I talked to that guy and he just gave me that attitude. And I was like, I wonder if I keep talking to him, can I get into a fight with him? Unfortunately, he can't. He just keeps saying the same line of dialogue.
Mention something about lady in the small booth near Nozomi's shop.
Lady in the small booth?
Do you mean like we should talk to her?
Yeah, let's try it. Might as well.
No, you're a QTE title.
It's too late. It's too late. It's too late now. We need to talk to the lady at the small booth. That's just we gotta do what the comments say. Hey.
I couldn't hold it in, huh?
For anybody who just tuned in, we are playing Shenmue 1. And right now we are trying to find information about some guy named Charlie. Charlie with a tattoo who loves his hog.
Charlie with a tattoo.
A lady in the small booth next to Nozomi's flower shop. Let's see, where's that at? This is the antique shop? Or you mean Nozomi?
No, maybe the woman in the back. Go in the shop.
The old lady in the shop? Nozomi's grandmother?
Yeah, go speak to her.
チャーリーって人を探してるんですが。
心当たりないね。悪いけど他の人に聞いておくれ。
そうですか。
Yeah, she wouldn't really know anyone with a tattoo by the name of Charlie who loves his jackets. So this is the
jackets.
Where's the lady in the small? Oh, this one over here, small booth.
That's not a booth. That's more like a vegetable shop.
ハートビーチってバーを知りませんか？
チャ
ーリー？どんな人だい？
サングラスに黒い革のジャンパーで、あとは腕に入れ墨があるってことしか。
あんまり勧められないけど、長井工業に行ってみたらどうだい？
長井工業。
大きな声じゃ言えないけど、入れ墨入れてるんならその筋の人かもしれないしね。
Oh yeah, Nagai Industries. That's over here. I know where that is. Let's go to Nagai Industries. Excuse me, can you run a little faster?
Industries? Where are you going?
Nagai Industries, right here. Oh, there's another jacket shop over here. Maybe this guy'd say something. Or this lady. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Tank controls.
すいません。
Tank controls.
長井工業っていうのは。
うちの店の並びの。
ええ。
Osmo just said he just remembered she helped him with a quest before. Back towards the arcade on the right-hand side. Easy to miss.
So let's first go to Nagai Industries, which should be... Where is
Nagai Industries.
Oh, it's this building right here, right next door.
That door at the end, right there.
Oh, who's this creepy guy staring at me in a suit? Look at this guy with his sunglasses. You see that guy?
It's a little creepy.
Looks suspicious.
悪いが話は後だ。
For a second there, I thought I was playing Yakuza. You got a problem? Alright, I need to question more people before I can enter the building. Alright, so let's see what Asmo said. Back towards the arcade shop, right hand side. Easy to miss. Let's do that. Thank you, Asmo, for all the help. You're far more helpful than a certain somebody here.
What are you talking about? We were about to play QTE tile.
Sure we were.
So close.
Sure we were. Alright, right side of here? This food?
タムさん。
Oh, that's not a lady.
長井工業のことなんですが。
りょう、これだけは言っとく。ああいうとこには関わるな。
まあね。
Why don't you go into that?
Oh, shady people.
Why didn't you go up? Why are you distracting yourself from the story?
I'm continuing the story. I'm trying to do what Asmo's telling me.
Go into Nagai Industries.
And Nagai Industries is the mafia, yeah. I'm trying to figure out where it was. I forgot.
We were just about to go in when you turned around.
Where? Where was it? The building I was just at?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Asmo said back towards the arcade on the right-hand side.
No, that's not where it is. Go back, turn around, go straight.
Hey, listen, the chat is telling me to do one thing. I'm just trying to follow their direction.
You were like literally at the doorway that said Nagai Industries. And then you're like, no, not going in here. That's where that creepy guy was. Keep going. No,
where
keep
the
going.
Creepy guy is.
Keep going, yeah. That. Keep going.
Uh-huh. That guy right there, the Yakuza guy?
That's it. Right. Left. Turn left.
That was the door I just checked. Remember I said it's locked? Yeah. See, it's locked, but because I have to question people first before I can enter it. So I'm not up to that. I have to find out more information. Let's see. Did I talk to this lady? Yes, I did, right? Nagai Industries. let's go talk to one of the dudes in the jacket shop, and maybe they'll give me some useful information about the Nagai Industries.
Okay, before we meet Charlie at 7.
Yes.
I don't think you'll be able to go in there yet.
Oh, that guy just went in there. Let's talk to Tom, because he's always
Tom.
knowledgeable.
Hey, Ryo!
Tom,
長井工業って聞いたことないかな。
Mr. Nagai がボスね。時々うちに来るよ。顔は怖いけど、本当は優しいね。
そうなのか。
たまによくオールヤクザの話するね。国定忠治、森の石松。
長井工業がどこにあるかは。
I don't know. Mr. Nagai とはホットドッグ買うとき話すだけ。
そうか。
Oh, well, Tom, you are useless.
栗田さん、
Tom was
よ
useless.
あんたか。
長井工業のことなんですが。
よよ。こう見えても俺は堅気の商売人だぜ。
Tom gets
Opposite
it.
the tomato
言いがかりで
store,
も
the
つけようって
convenient...
な。
Alright, I got you.
そんな、まさか。
ならいいけど、あんたの口から長い工業なんて言葉が出るとはね。
Alright, so, opposite the tomato convenience store. It is 1 p.m. in the game. Oh, this antique shop? No, that's not what he's talking about. Is that what you're talking about, Asmo? Opposite the tomato convenience store? Unless you meant over here? Nope, not there. Let's see. Asmo, what are you talking about? Let's go in here real quick.
Go in there.
The sushi shop.
すいません。
どうぞ、席空いてますよ。
いえ、聞きたいことが。長井工業って。
長井？いや、知らねえな。うちは出前してねえんだ。だから知らねえとこ結構あんだよな。
そうですか。
Yeah, so, like I said before, there's a... Is this not the door? No, this is the door. There's a line of questioning. Like, you have to ask... it doesn't help. I couldn't explain properly if you ran past... Until you ran past it. Yeah, so the tomato convenience store is here. You said right across from it.
You're still looking, huh?
What's that?
You're still looking, huh?
No, so I'm trying to remember who it is that I have to talk to that eventually... Let me talk to lunches. This lady with the lunches.
The thing is that you have a hint to Charlie.
いらっしゃい。
絹代おばさ
なんだい？
ん、長井工業って。
長井工業。やだよ、りょうくん。あんなところに用事かい？
ええ、まあ。
いやね。おばさんも噂で聞いただけなんだけど、その筋の人たちが出入りしてるらしいんだよ。
え？絹代おばさん、長井工業のことですが。
確かジーパン屋さんの先だって聞いたけど。
ウォータードラゴンですね。
ああ、でもりょうくん、本当に行くのかい？
What did she say? The water dragon? Next to the
気をつけ
water?
なさいね。無茶するんじゃないよ。
わかりました。ありがとうございました。
So now you're gonna go back there.
Yeah, well, I didn't update the notebook, so I don't think I have enough information to enter it. I mean, I'm getting closer to it. Maybe talk to this guy because he's pretty close to it, so he might actually say, "Hey, yeah, it's right there."
どれにする？
いえ、長井工業についてちょっと聞きたいんですが。
いや、今日は忙しいな。
あそこって、
りょうちゃん、今日は帰ってくれないか。
It might be open because it only opens after a certain time. That's why it's locked now.
No, it's a Yakuza. It's essentially a Yakuza building. They're not going to have it just open for anyone. You have to have. So here's the water dragon. Maybe if I talk to him again.
赤坂さ
ん。よう、りょ
う。長井工業って。
りょう。すぐ近くなんだ。近くだから。
いえ、なんでもないです。
It still hasn't updated the notebook. See, watch, it's going to be locked. It's until you actually... Oh, it's open now.
Like I said, just go in. I didn't play and beat this game. It wasn't too long ago. I finished it a couple months ago.
Tank.
They're friendly though. They're not bad.
すいません。ちょっと。
うっせえ。なんなんだてめえは。
See?
ごちゃごちゃ言ってる
Friendly.
とさらっちまうぞ。
やっぱりダメか。
Friendly?
悪かった。もういいよ。
You call that friendly? He literally opened up by saying, "Shut the hell up" to me. I don't think that's... I don't think you... I don't know what you consider friendly. Alright, let's talk to some of these
ちょっ
guys.
と聞きたいんですけど。
そんなことよりいいさ。何を焦ってるのか知らねえが、人生読み誤るんじゃねえぞ。
See?
俺
Friendly.
に言えるのはそれだけだ。
Alright, that's useless
いい
information.
かな。
ああ、なんで？
チャーリーって男のことを知りたい。
ああ、三してやろうか。偉そうに夜のドブ板うろついてるらしいね。
どこに？
ミリタリーショップがあんだろ。あとスカジャン屋だっけ。あの辺で悪さしてるらしいね。
そうか。
Ooh, we got a bit more information. Oh, look at these guys. This guy's looking smooth. Let's talk to this guy.
すいません。
悪いが、ちょっと考え事していてよ。すまないが、お引き取り願えるかい。
That guy kind of looks like me.
Suit.
All right, Purple Man. Can I please? There we go.
ちょっと。
What? Talk to me, man. Let's go.
聞きたいことがあるんだ。
なんだと？お前と話す気分じゃないね。
わかった。
These Yakuza guys, clearly they're just standing around doing nothing. And yet they don't have time to talk to me.
Basically have the information. 7 p.m. Be in Dobuita Street. And you know where to get him. You know how to find Charlie. And I'll tell you where to go from there. So until then, you do what needs to be done.
What is that?
You need to play QTE title.
Oh.
Get it done.
Is that what I have to do? Alright, so let's look at our notebook. Charlie Dobuita at nighttime. Alright. And according to a lot of people who talk about Charlie, he is a lowlife. He's essentially a schmuck. And nobody likes him.
With a tattoo.
With a tattoo on his arm, who likes jackets and motorcycles. Alright, so what should we do now while we wait for nighttime? Should we go in and do a little bit of QTE?
QTE title.
Or should we get ourselves a capsule toy?
1回100円か。
Toys already. We got capsule toys already.
I want to get the knights.
Darn.
Hmm? こいつは。
Ooh. Alright, I think we'll do a QTE
続けて
now.
みるか。
Alright, QTE title.
やめとこう。
Take care, Asmo. It was nice talking to you.
Oh, Asmo's out. Goodbye, Asmo.
Yeah, Asmo has to go walk his dog.
Win some slots. See you later.
Let's do QTE Excite.
No!
Excite QTE.
What? You didn't define which
1回100円。
QTE it was.
QTE title.
やってみるか。
How hard can that be? Ugh.
Did you get a high score in this?
Never.
Never.
I didn't do well in that.
How come? It's got really cool music.
Do you hear me clickety clacking?
Yes, I hear very clearly. Whoops.
What was that?
No, I hear it clearly.
That's because your keyboard that you gave me just does very loud clickety clacking.
It's a mechanical keyboard, man. You should be lucky.
Well, the red lights are nice.
Is there a lot of snow by where you live?
It snowed a lot, but now it looks like slush type of snow.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst, especially when it stops snowing and... Whoops, completely forgot to use directions now. Especially when it stops snowing and it starts to getting colder and that slush becomes ice. And that's terrible.
Yep.
This is hilarious. I'm trying to read the comments on a different screen and look back at the game and try to do the QTE thing at the same time.
Everything at the same time.
兄ちゃんうまいな。
大したことないよ。
It can be tough. You're not only producer, you are
QT
the everything person.
1回100円。
Yeah, let's do this.
Yes, QTE title. Remember, my score is over 800,000 in Dreamcast, but over 1 million on the PC version, which is what you're playing.
You know, Asmo makes a good point. Let's play some slot machines.
No!
Is there slots? I don't remember there being slots. Is there?
There are no slots here.
Does Shenmue 1 have slots?
No.
No, this is the only arcade, right?
Yeah.
QT
alright,
title.
fine. We'll do some QT then.
1回100円。
Come on,
Yes.
kid.
遊んでいくか。
Oh, you know what I could do? You know what I could do? I can, there's a few things I didn't pick up at the house, like scrolls and stuff. So I could do that.
Oh, you messed. Yes.
Second try. Ready, go. You suck.
The keypad number 2. Because,
Final try.
for example, your
Ready,
controller is deactivated. Yes. 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 We're going. Sorry for the background noise. Oh, you're doing great. Excited. I see this game and I'm like, I could do it. It's all about focus. These things start to eventually double up, then they'll triple up. Oh, you're doing great. And then it's not until you're up to over 500,000 that these games start to fake you out. Like it'll look like it's going up, but it won't. But you're well below that score level. Right now, you just need to keep your eye on the prize, keep the buttons being pressed, and keep it going. Oh man, you're better than I thought you were. I bet you're really good at this. You were trying to fake me out. Oh wait, you really do stink. Only 76,000.
Good fight.
All right. Ever? Really?
What I think I'm going to do, I wish there was a way to fast travel back to the house, because there are several things that I can take care of while we wait for... Move out of the way. While we wait for Charlie. Actually, you know what? Let's go into the tomato shop and let's just buy some stuff, shall we? What are you doing over there?
I was sending a text to a client.
Oh.
And I almost knocked down my keyboard, but too close next to me. Why don't you actually win a Sega Saturn game?
いらっしゃいませ、葉月くん。
これを。
Oh, I forgot there's no... Like, you can't just put everything together and buy it in one shot. You have to do it one by
葉月く
one.
ん、またね。
Oh, like you wanted to buy several AA batteries?
Yeah, because, well, you know what? I'm not going to do one. Let's see what else we got.
Why don't you buy
Flashlight. We're going to need the flashlight. What's the flashlight take? I think I bought the wrong batteries.
いらっしゃいませ、葉月くん。
これを。
It takes C batteries,
Yeah.
not AA.
Yeah, I bought the wrong
葉
one.
月くん、またね。
Why don't you buy some chocolate so you could win a prize? Those are
いらっしゃいませ、葉月くん。
これを。
In my last playthrough, I won Space Harrier
葉月
for
く
the
ん、
Saturn.
またね。
Buy chocolate.
いらっしゃいませ、葉月くん。
これを。
You could start uncovering some of the mysteries of the Yakuza dojo.
葉月くん、またね。
Yakuza. I'm saying the Hazuki dojo. You could just because you're at this level, you can still do that and explore the story even though you got away.
いらっしゃいませ。
Draw a ticket,
And
please.
I could do that. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, you know?
Oh, I see. You mean progress the story any? I understand. You wouldn't want to do that.
Alright, let's see. You think I'm going to get something good? Oh, I guess it automatically chooses for me. No, I lost.
No, bruh.
ごめんね、せっかく買ってくれたのに。
I mean, I played this for hours until I actually got something, and then that's when I got the game.
Alright, let's move on out. Wait, so I bought, what else do I need from here? Matches? Do I need the matches? No, that's
You don't need the
caramel.
match. You have the flashlight.
That's that. That's that. Candles. Oh, I need a candle. And I need a light bulb. For no specific reason whatsoever. Not that I'm
いら
going
っ
to
しゃい
need
ま
it
せ、
in the future.
葉月くん。
これを。
So, we've been streaming for about 51 minutes.
Yup.
I really want to get past the whole Charlie thing because, not for nothing, I just realized that the entire stream was us just trying to figure out information about Charlie. That's how long.
Unlike my stream. So go to the Hazuki dojo and then uncover some stuff before Charlie gets there. That'll progress the story instead of you buying a bunch of merchandise. I'm just suggesting.
いらっしゃいませ、
Suggesting.
葉月くん。
これを。
That's all I'm doing.
葉月くん、またね。
Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, so.
But it's 5:21, so it'll be 7 o'clock sooner than later.
Oh, yeah, it will. Where's Nozomi at? What is this? What day is
She's
this?
probably at schools, a place where Ryo should have been at, but because he decided to give up his education so that he could pursue this mystery and nobody watches over him, well, that's what you're stuck with.
Where can I see? Oh, Friday. So it is school time. So I should be in school, but I'm not. I'm playing hooky. Because I gotta figure out information about my father's murder. Yes. So, until then, because it's almost nighttime anyway, I say we throw some punches and some kicks, and then we find out about Charlie. Does that sound good to you?
Fine, we'll run with what we got.
let's do that. We're going to find out about Charlie in a moment. But first,
ここで練習できそうだな。
it's time for
練習してみ
some
るか。
elbow assaults.
What are
Yosh,
your
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
moves to practice?
All right, so I like to, get a few jabs in real quick like this. Try to get a good combo working like that, right? Let's see. A good combo ended in an elbow assault. There you go. And then change it up a bit.
Wow, you're pretty impressive with those moves.
Oh,
Now,
I
this
know.
virtual fighter engine that they used was actually pretty cool, at least for one-on-one fighting. But again, look at how the camera constantly spins around you. And that was part of my problem with the fighting engine, is that the way it spins and tries to make the shots a little bit more cinematic also didn't help when you're trying to stay focused on one fighter. You know what I mean? As the camera continuously spins. And then facing someone else was also difficult too, like facing a different direction to fight.
Yeah. I mean, it had his flaws. Other games have done it a lot better since then. Essentially, where did I rain thrusts? How do I learn that? Oh wait, I think I know how. Wait, let me see this. Show me how you do this. No, never mind. So that's forward, back, and then square. So the other one should be back and then forward. Hold on a sec. Let's start that up real quick so I can learn that move. Start.
ここでなら練習できそうだけど。
So what did I say? Back, forward, square?
Yes.
よし、やるか。
There we go. There we go. All right. That was easy. And now let's see if I can learn another one. No, I know that. There we go. Thunder kick. All right. Let's see. Back kick. I know that one. Forward kick is that one. Elbow assault is forward. And if you do back, that's this one. How about, there we go. That's another one I learned. There we go. That's the other one I learned. And what else? Can I open up the move list, right? I can open it up, right? Oh, I didn't want to do that. All right. Well, that's fine. It's almost time. Let's see.
We got 45 Shenmue minutes left before you meet.
Didn't I just learn this one? Rain thrust? Why
now you beat this game before, correct?
Yeah. Brutal Tiger, I think is the one. Forward, back, that. Oh, I did that one too. That's weird.
I remember when you had this game for Dreamcast in the early 2000s, you practiced almost every move to master it, with the intent of carrying those moves over to Shenmue 2.
Yeah, and you can only imagine the disappointment I had when I wasn't able to do it. I tried everything. I tried uploading my save to the internet and then hoping that I can somehow get it converted into a Japanese or European version.
Oh, I did the conversion successfully, right?
Yeah, you told me about it.
Back in the day, I converted it successfully, so I'm surprised I didn't share that with you.
I think you told me about it, but at that point, it was a bit too late.
うちのスカジャンに何癖つけたやつか。いつだっ
You
た
no
か
longer care.
夜に見かけたぜ。
そうですか。
So it's almost 7. I'm just counting down the minutes.
Counting down the minutes.
トム。
Gonna jam with Tom.
辛い時こそスマイルね。
Yeah, it's a bummer that the game starts off with like the sailor stuff and then makes you wait several days just to be able to get past it. Because it starts off with a really strong introduction and then it just kind of slowly trickles down to sailor information. But once you get past that part, it picks up a bit. Alright?
Yes, it does. But it's still a slow game.
Yeah.
Shenmue, the first Shenmue is not on my favorite games list. It just isn't. Too many.
So, when I first played this game, I essentially went to every single door in this game, and I just like did this just to see what they would do. And most of them would be that, like no one's home, even though it's 5:45. Oh, this looks familiar, huh? Oh.
開いてないのか。
I can't enter even though it says it's open. Or it should be open. But that's cool. We'll enter there eventually. Maybe.
Right.
But yes. You know, a lot of things you can do in Yakuza that you can't do in this one that I've been spoiled by is being able to just eat at the shops. Like you pass by this ramen shop and you can't eat pizza, you can't eat from there. Hey, this lady's.
Why do you compare Yakuza to Shenmue?
Because Yakuza, my friend, is the spiritual successor to Shenmue.
Why would you say that?
Because it is. Like literally everything in Yakuza was like all the ideas and the concept for this game was used in Yakuza, except they were like, oh, we're not going to have you interrogate everyone, at least not the way you do it in Shenmue, where you have to constantly ask questions. It's mostly
now 7 p.m. Go meet Charlie.
Shut your face.
Go to the arcade.
Hey, what do you think I'm doing right now?
Go. But I wholeheartedly disagree that Yakuza has anything to do with Shenmue.
Oh,
Wrong way.
Then you are wrong.
I actually did a Let's Play of Yakuza, and I have Yakuza for PS2, and I played it live, and it's so different, it's disgusting.
Hey boy, 何か探し物かい？
お前は
No、この間のお詫びしたいだけね。
何？
ストロングな男好きね。You are very strong よ。
そんなことはどうでもいい。チャーリーという男の居場所を知らないか？
チャーリー？ほほ、フレンドね。
本当か？
人を信じない、よくないね。目についてくるよ。チャーリーに合わせるね。
Yeah, just follow him.
Sure. I could trust this random guy. He seems like a nice, trustworthy guy. Taking me to a parking lot.
ははは引っかかったね、間抜けなスクールボーイ。
All right, finally, some action. Oh, thank you for kicking me right in the head.
See, and this is what I'm talking about. How the fighting, though it's exciting, it's not meant for multi-fight combat, like multi-opponent combat. Elbow assault, man.
Yeah, I forgot how to dodge.
It's the triangle button. Wow, you were just getting punched.
Yeah, it's the camera moves and like I want to dodge this way.
Like I know you could have beat him a long time ago, but you were just messing.
Literally trying to figure out how to dodge out of the way.
And that's what I mean.
Oh no. チャーリーを知っているか？
そんなやつ知らない。
そのタトゥーはどこで入れた？
沖縄。
Okinawa, sure.
嘘じゃない。でも横須賀にもタトゥーショップある。ミのフレンド言ってたよ。
タトゥーショップ？どこだ？
I don't know. 本当 believe me.
And now comes questioning about where the
Just in.
what?
That place you were just in, where that was allegedly closed. Go back there.
What do you?
Backward.
No, like you gotta let me build up to it, man. What do you think I was about to do?
Wait, no, not there, not there. Sorry,
Just,
my
all
bad.
right.
Run, turn left, keep running. building up. You're building up to it.
Kurita-san.
No, not. Why are you
よう
asking
あ
him?
んたか
We know where to
タトゥ
go.
ーショ
Let's
ップ
go
って
there.
どこにありますか？
タトゥーショップあるって噂は聞いたけど場所は知らねえな
Actually,
So
go to the arcade. Go to the arcade. Go to the arcade. Go to the arcade.
ハ
Go
ニー
to the
さん
arcade.
はいリオ
この辺でタトゥーショップ知りませんか？
We're not
Tattoo
going to
shop?
progress this
Sorry.
anytime now.
心
ladies
当た
and
り
gentlemen.
ないね
そうですか。
Unless he goes to the arcade. He must go to the arcade and ask the gang members that sit on the chairs. He's got to ask the gang members that sit on the
Why
chair.
can I
And he
not
knows he can do
enter?
this.
トム、
Instead, he
Hey,
wants to
Ryo.
stall you guys.
この辺
Talk
で
to nobody.
タトゥーショップ知らないか？
Just letting you.
リオタトゥーするの？
いや、人を探してるんだ。
Sorry タトゥーショップは知らないね
そうか。
And if you could see his face right now, he's like,
Yeah. You literally just said, all right, now just go straight to the thing.
yeah.
It's like
yeah.
there's like, how about the people who are watching, this that have no idea what's going on? And we're just like, no, we're just going to go straight to the thing.
Now ask those
know.
punks.
なんだ
Wrong punk, but okay.
その入れ墨のことを聞きたい。
お前タトゥーに興味あんのか？
あ
このタトゥーはうちのチームの印だ。
あ、どこで入れた？
そりゃ一流の彫り師がやってるタトゥーショップよ
そのタトゥーショップを教えてくれ。
おめえ腕っぷしは強そうだし見どころがありそうだ。チームに入るってんなら教えてやるぜ。
Sure, I'll join.
わかった。
本気だったらタトゥー入れてこい。店は岡山ハイツにある。ま、探してみな。
All right.
Now you know where to go.
All right. I would have never figured that out if it weren't for your help. Never in a million years would I have figured that out on my own if it weren't for your help.
That's right. They're the best help that you could have ever had. Ever.
Now the real challenge is getting there as fast as possible before it's too late. If not, then we have to sit around waiting another 24 hours until nighttime comes, and then we can enter again. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
There it is. It's like, hurry before we're too late for Ine-san.
Nope.
悪いが今日はもう終わりだ。
チャーリーってやつがここで入れ墨を入れてるだろ。
知らねえな。
あんたが彫った入れ墨を自慢してる男だ。会って確かめたいことがある。
へえ。ちょっとこれ脱いでみてくれねえか。
何？
俺の入れ墨にふさわしい肌と見だ。色といい、締まりといい。たまには生きのいい男に掘りつけてえのよ。ケチなチンピラの肌じゃなくてよ。
入れ墨は趣味じゃない。チャーリーのことを聞いてるんだ。
なあ、掘らせろよ。金なんか取らねえからさ。
しつこいぞ。
残念だな。
チャーリーのこと知ってるんだろ。
明日出直しな。
チャーリーは明日来るんだな。
来るかもな。さあ、もう終わりだ。帰ってくれ。
All right. In typical Shenmue fashion, I now have to wait till the next game day in order for me to progress the story.
Not just the next game day. Look at the times of the tattoo parlor.
The next game day.
1,400 hours.
Yes, the next game day.
You gotta wait till 2 p.m.
The next game day.
Next
So,
game,
yes.
2 p.m.
So, with that being said, I'm going to sit here, and what we're going to do now that we hit the 1 hour mark on this stream, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for participating in our journey here in Shenmue in Yokosuka, where we were trying to find sailors and eventually trying to find Charlie, and we are almost on his tail. With that being said, I would like to wish farewell to my guests here. Say goodbye.
I'm just distracted by the drunk guy. Couldn't get past the guy in the suit, so he turned around.
But would you like to plug your YouTube channel, your Twitch?
Sure. You can catch me, as I said, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to play Shenmue 3 live. And as we continue the story, I've been playing 1 through 3. Most of my Shenmue 2 streams is up there too, so you can catch up on the entire story. And I've got a YouTube channel called Personal Magnus as well, where I talk about nostalgic games. I have a game sales series that's going on that has to do with a vendor that's kind of like GameStop, but has his own comedic conversations about video games and all that other stuff. Check those out too. Game sales by Personal Magnus.
So that is youtube.com/Personal Magnus, right?
No, just search Personal Magnus. It's got this weird URL, so you'd have to just look
and on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Personal Magnus.
Yes, you'll find it there. And then if you're into cameras and DSLR mirrorless cameras for video, I have a channel for that. See, this is my R5 camera. And that's on youtube.com/Magnus547, known as Magnus Video Productions. So I do a lot.
Well, thank you so much for joining my broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, the next time I will be streaming Shenmue would be possibly next Sunday around the same time, 3 p.m. Join me there for episode 3, where we finally find Charlie and continue past this storyline. Until then, I bid you all a farewell and good night.
See you later.